padres y mamacitas. You are now watching Team Avatar 112.
That's my name, don't wear it out. And no, he did not bash his head into a wall several times so it looks red. That's just his style. Welcome to Randomocity, everyone. What time is it? Time to roll the goddamn intro.
Woo!
Hello everybody, welcome to Randomocity Season 4 opening. Wow, it's been a while since we've done this. But we're back, and before we begin, I'm going to break things down quickly to you. For this season, it's not going to be a every Tuesday and Thursday format. This is just going to be whenever I have the time to do it. So you could expect 3 days in a row. You could probably expect it to be 1 year between episodes. I'm not going to promise anything.
You're probably going to expect none.
I will make sure you get at least 25 episodes between now until the day I die. I will promise you that. He needs to shut up. So yeah, and you know how it is. I'm a senior in high school. That stuff ain't easy. Yes, my school is way easier than the typical high school, but it still ain't easy. And then I gotta go find another job, speaking of which. My last job, for those who didn't know, I did work at McDonald's. I had recently departed from there. Different complications. I'm not going to get into that. But, yes, I'm on the most of looking for a new job, so we shall do that. Anywho, that'll be a subject for another day. Today I'm joined by everyone's favorite burro from the NJ itself, Mr. Eddie Tejada.
Yo!
And he's going to need to learn to speak up because the camera's quite the distance away from my speaker.
Well, fuck you too.
How you doing, burro?
I am doing fan-fucking-tastic. Until when you told me, let's see, that there's going to be no camera time because someone's too lazy to fucking screen record and some shit like that. I don't know. It's because you can't screen record, and I got myself all fucking rolled up and shit.
Well, okay, so the difference between... This is a different computer. It's from... So when I was able to screen record easily back in the day, it was a different computer. We had one of those built-in microphone things in it. So that's how I was able to do that. With this, this is a different computer because the monitor I'm using is not even meant to be like an actual like computer monitor. It's more designed to be a TV monitor. Or
so AKA it sucks.
It's a good quality monitor, but there's no built-in microphone. So I can't do the thing I want to. If I want to do the thing I actually have to do, it require a lot of effort, and I don't have the time nor the money to put that effort into it. Heck, this is my microphone, so that way he can talk to me. It's like a face cam / microphone thing. I got it from my dad's girlfriend, so I thank her. Anyway, let's get into today's episode. And Boro, I really want to talk about to you this. It's a bit of a touchy subject. Some people try to avoid it, but I want to get into it anyway. So I want you to tell me what you think about it. You ready?
Okay, I think I might know where this is going, but...
I don't think you do, because I did not tell you in our message chat. Anywho, according to you, I want you to define the term love of my life.
Oh, you are... You're fucked up there. Oh, shit. Well, let me start off by saying that the term love of my life shouldn't just be thrown out there for any fucking buddy. I learned that the hard way. So, the term love of my life, to me, is something you would rather actually call, let's say a soulmate.
Fair enough, fair enough. But yeah, I agree with you in that one sense, because that's kind of why I want to talk about it, because I see it get thrown around so often that, like, it loses meaning. Because, like, you can't use it, but then not really mean it. I'm going to give you a story. One friend of mine, she used that term. She came to our school for a couple of years, And then she started dating this one guy at her school, and she would, you know, do the stereotypical posting the pictures of, oh, love of my life this, love of my life that, blah, blah, blah. And then those two had a fallout. I don't remember the details. This was back when I was in 8th grade, so there was a fallout. And then between I always count everything by my years. So between that summer and like till the end of the middle of my sophomore year, she was in maybe 4 or 5 more relationships. But no, it didn't last well. But I swear, she used it in every relationship she was in. She's now currently in a relationship that's lasted over a year and a half now. So all the respect to her and best of luck to her. So congratulations to both of them. I never really talked to her anymore. So, and then I have a second person who I met. I want to say the summer of, not last year, but the year before. I met them, and, you know, at the time they were in a relationship. I didn't know how long, so I didn't bother asking. But she also used that term, and I can tell you legitimately, from the first year I've known her, for the whole 365 days that I've known her first, I can guarantee you there's been at least 10 relationships. At least. And I swear, every relationship she was in, she used love of my life at least once when describing it. So it really is conflicting to me, because, like, people want to use it all the time, but, like, you really don't mean it. That's why, like, whenever I'm in a relationship, I try to avoid using that, because, like, I want to show dedication and devotion, but I don't know what I'm going to do with my life.
Yeah, at the same time, like, you don't really want to get too into the relationship, because getting too into it, let's just say it doesn't end in a good result.
Especially at our young of an age, I mean, I am 18 now, so I can somewhat start to think ahead, especially since in a couple months here I officially graduate high school. But
now come to fucking Jersey.
Maybe. But I can actually start somewhat thinking ahead. So, because I can actually start planning, you know, college, future, all these things. I can start planning. But these middle schoolers, these high schoolers, it's used so loosely, and it's like,
it's so fucking dumb.
It hurts me because, like, I want to believe whatever relationship they're in will last a long time, but at the same time, it doesn't work out, and honestly, it hurts some kids. Like, I've had some friends during the middle school years, after they break up a relationship, they're very depressed, and it's very scary to see. I had one friend...
Coming from experience, yes, I would say so.
It scares me, because, like, they take these relationships too seriously, and when it falls out, they're just a mess.
Like, the thing is that if you do get the breakup, sure, it's gonna hurt, but you're not getting fucking divorced, or you're not losing your fucking house.
True. That's. I mean, it's a learning process. You learn and then you move on. That's why I personally believe, like, middle schoolers, and I'd even argue freshmen and sophomores should not be allowed to date, because, like, they're not, as some would say, developed and more mature enough to understand.
Their minds aren't really understandable to, like, actual things that are done in relationships. Rather, they stick to the sexual desires.
That's also another thing. Like you can't have a relationship based on those sexual encounters. That's what also hurts a lot of relationships.
I mean, sure, it's not bad, like, here and there, but if you do it, like, constantly, then it's not gonna...
We're talking teenagers. We're talking 13, 14, 15-year-olds.
Have you seen the teenagers that live here? You would understand why I'm talking like this.
I understand. It happens here, too. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying that it shouldn't be a thing. I think too realistic, and that's probably why I don't have an actual relationship with anyone in a while, especially here. Because I think differently. My brain... I'll even tell you guys a story. There's this one chick, I never really knew her that well, but she was in a relationship. I actually met the guy. He was a pretty cool dude. Apparently he lives, though, in Vancouver, which is a 2 or 3 hour drive from where I live. But, no, he came down actually one time to visit for her homecoming and whatnot, which was really cool. He was a really cool guy. I didn't really know a whole lot about him, but really cool guy. Afterwards, they broke up, and this chick started, like, hitting on me, and it was very confusing at first because, like, she's saying all these nice things, blah, 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 blah. And then there's a point where she finally tells me, yeah, I don't want to hurt you in, like, a fallback sense. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, fine. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to live my life. And then, Dad's home. Poo. And then, after that happens, there's a night where I'm hanging out at my house. She's friends with one of my sisters, so they hang out from time to time. We have like a movie night thing, and she starts like flirting with me there, and it really confused me. Like she.
Oh, if I was in your position, I'd be confused too.
Like no, like honestly, I mean, we're watching Zombieland, so because she hadn't seen it yet, so she deserved to see it. But no, like, so she starts like grabbing at my hand, starts like snuggling with me, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And my sister's not paying attention. She's like laying face first, feet backwards, so she doesn't see this at all. We're all in her room, so it's just the three of us, and I'm confused. I'm legitimately confused. And then the next time I see her, ignores me completely, acts like I don't even exist.
Now that's a big what the actual fuck.
That's what I'm wondering. And then I come to find out.
Like, what type of shit?
I don't know. And then I come to find out that between that breakup, which I think, the first breakup, which was like, I think in October, just this last October, she's been in 2 more relationships since.
Wow.
And is in one of them right now. So, explain.
Okay. I had no experience like that, at least from what I can remember. But, what the fuck?
I don't know. What am I supposed to do here?
Like, oh, you expect me to smuggle back and shit? What the fuck do you expect me to do?
I got to a point where I'm just like, you know what, screw this. This is too much for me, and I just removed her from everything. I'm like, I'm done. I don't care. Whatever. But back to my point, I don't understand it. I don't.
I got no answer or explanation for that. Well, from what I can gather, it was probably just like, no, I mean, it's probably gonna sound fucked up, but at that time when she was all flirting with you, I think it was probably just like a moment of desperation.
I believe that, honestly. It's word of advice, if you're under 18, chances are you probably should not be in a relationship. 'Cause
Hey!
that's my opinion. You can disagree with it, Boru, but that is my opinion. People aren't people aren't smart, you're irrational, and what are you gonna do? Especially if you're under 16, when you don't have a license and all that. Like
That's literally my opinion. If you're at least 15 or 16 years old, if you're 15 or 16 years old, do whatever the fuck you want. But if you're under the age, just stick to video games.
or dolls or whatever.
Whatever the fuck you kids play with these days.
15 and 16, that's it's I'll make the freshman through senior year thing more questionable. Because then again, you're also, I mean, for my schools, we did homecoming and prom for all grades, 9 through 12. I don't know how your school does it, but it's I don't know. And we're also a small enough school that everyone pretty much knows each other. Well, not anymore, because now they're opening up to more towns, and it's very complicated. Very complicated. But over... What? But yeah, I'm gonna just make my point at, honestly, probably just stay in relationships for a while. Unless you... Because here's how I feel. Like, if you're gonna get in a relationship, you should be in it bare minimum 1 year. Bare minimum. If you can't survive 1 year of a relationship, then just don't even.
Then you don't got a good relationship.
Exactly. Just no.
And speaking of which, actually, next month marks my girlfriend and I's 1 year anniversary.
Well, congratulations, good sir.
Thank you. Yeah, I got some fucking gifts.
In all fairness, I saw her actually post, or I saw you got tagged in the post about that today, so yeah, I saw that.
You got a new Facebook, yada yada yada.
Lots of fun.
It's a long story.
Yeah. I'll leave that to when we're not on tape.
Yeah.
But anywho, that's my lesson today, kids. It's just this. I'm not saying don't go in a relationship for whatever reason. Like, if you think you can handle it, by all means, take a chance. I'm saying through my experiences.
Chances. Here's the thing. I agree with Cody when he says take your chances. But these are my words, not his. If you take the chance, you're gonna have a chance of being fucked up.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'd wait till Bearman has seen you. I have a group of two friends here, who they knew each other pretty much their entire lives. They didn't start dating until senior year, and boom, now they're married. So I mean, hey, maybe you just gotta wait. Take some time. Actually, no, that's why I'm never a fan of like Tinder and all those apps, because like it doesn't feel real.
Do you want to know something kind of funny but sad?
Do tell.
All the relationships I've been in were long distance.
That's also another risky one. I had this one friend who I considered that I kind of liked, but like I was unsure. So I just kind of want to like to throw like a curveball, like, hey, how do you feel about long distance relationship? She just flat out said, I hate them. So I'm like, oh, okay, not even gonna say anything. Goodbye.
Okay, someone did not have a good experience with that.
She also had a very interesting household, so a non-normal one. So I can't say anything. She moved away from our town when I was in 6th grade.
But yeah,
so I hadn't met her in a couple of years.
Yeah, she could have just simply said, like, I just don't like them a lot. But no, holy shit, she just straight up, I hate them.
just flat. Which I don't blame her. Me personally, I don't think I could handle one. I mean...
It's hard, I'll say that. It is hard. Because I'm still... And I will say, it's very hard. Because at some points, actually at most points, like, it doesn't straight up happen in the first couple weeks to months when you chill a day, but later on, if you actually, like, are with them for a long time, it just gets so in your head that you just want to see them so bad.
I feel that. And I would say I'm probably more emotional than most stereotypical guys, so, like, there's that feeling of me that, like, I just, like, want to be with them as often as I can, but I'm also thinking with the mature mental mind of, like, no, you gotta do your own thing, they need space, blah, blah. I'm so off and on. My buddy Nathan just got into a relationship, and it seems like he's with her almost every chance he gets now. So it's like, dude, I mean, he does have his fair share of hanging out with us guys, but it seems like now every chance he gets. I don't know.
No, bottom line is, relationship-wise, just pick your spots.
I say be patient, but that's just me.
I mean, be patient and pick your spots, that's all.
That's it. And as far as love of your life go, don't. This one, I'll make it a rule. Don't say love of your life until you've been in that relationship for at least a year and a half.
Because there's a major difference from, say, a person that's been in a relationship for like you said, a year and a half and calling them the love of their life, than another girl who's been like a couple say for 3 months and they're already calling each other that. There is a major difference.
You don't know what's gonna happen. It's very pessimistic. I saw this one thing, and it's very true. If you date someone, you're either gonna get married or you're gonna break up. That's
basically it.
So,
it's either one way or the other. It's you live a good life or you get fucked.
Well,
not the good way.
I wouldn't say that, but that's kind of the point here. So, if you're really gonna date someone, really think about that. And if you can last a year and a half or so, why not go all the way? Not like that, but but yeah, I think that's the point here that we're all trying to make, more or less.
I was gonna say, you have anything else to fill in about this topic?
I think we're gonna just wrap it up here.
Oh, I was gonna say,
or if you want to throw in something.
I was gonna say, now that we got that out of there, let's actually, isn't this whole purpose of Randomocity supposed to be like a comical thing? This is turning more into Randomocity if you think about it.
You're not wrong. Although this year, or at least this season, I do want to think about more of discussing things, or discussing topics. I'll message you my other things I want to talk about for episodes. But right now, I think, we'll do some comedic stuff. I'm gonna try to see if I can make you at least be in most of these episodes, Boro. So yeah. Keep yourself available.
Yeah, maybe we could probably do some skits here and there. And speaking of skits, I still have to get those other parts from those other fucking people.
What?
If y'all watch this video, send the parts or you're getting an ass whooping.
I think for your friends to see this, you would have to share it to them, so that's up to you.
Some of them are subscribed to you.
Oh, that's dank. But yeah, dog went out. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Be very careful. Really think about your love life decisions, because you never know. Make sure you make the right choice, and if you're not sure, just wait. And don't base things on sex. That is not the answer. Don't listen to him. Don't base it on sex.
I literally said don't. You're just trying to get me mad now.
Thank you all for watching. I shall see you all whenever we make the next video. Thank you for our borotic friend. What are you calling yourself now, Cypher?
Yeah, it's officially Cypher. Send me the parts or I'm kicking your ass. Yeah, it's Cypher.
He has a demonic entity, be careful. Thank you all. See y'all next week. Or whenever.
You're killing me, Jeeves. That is so freaking loud.
Sorry.
You can turn the volume down, can't you?
A little bit. He talks quietly, so we're recording, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. You're a Boro. That's what happens when you freaking talk quietly. Dog's here. If anyone wants that dog.
Hi, doggy.
Anywho, but what the hell are you playing?
I had to do that.
Yeah, you're a whore.